What's going on, everybody? Timothy Wills here with T-Dubs Entertainment, and I was thinking about something this morning. I don't think there's any hope for Gohan. I think the Gohan fans, we should just give up and move on with our lives. I mean, if you're a Gohan fan, I feel sorry for you because I like Gohan too. I followed him from Dragon Ball Z, beginning of Dragon Ball Z, all the way up to the Namek Saga, to the Cell Saga, and to the Buu Saga. I don't think there's any hope for him. All hope for him is lost. They're gonna keep teasing him to be the strongest, and then they're gonna keep letting you down. They're gonna keep building him up, and then they're gonna just keep just doing a rehash on his character arc over and over and over and over and over and over and over. He's gonna keep learning the same lessons. They're gonna keep doing it because they're out of material. They don't know really how to write the story. They don't really know what to do with Gohan or where to take him. I think they should just, honestly, I think they should just go to the end of Z and just start the next generation and train them up to fight in tournaments and all that kind of stuff. I think they should stop trying to make Dragon Ball about saving the Earth and all this other hero stuff. They should have just kept it about tournaments and all this other stuff, because it's like they don't know how to write those type of stories. So I think they should just stay away. But they write tournaments pretty good. They screwed up when it came to the Tournament of Power, but like the Budokai tournaments and Dragon Ball, the Budokai Tenkaichi tournaments and Dragon Ball were very well written. I like the Otherworld tournament that Goku had. It was a filler arc, but I like that one. That tournament was still better than the Tournament of Power. I think they should have just stuck to tournaments, because they don't, when it comes to writing actual stories and villains and all this other stuff, they don't really know how to do it. The best after the Frieza saga and after the Cell saga, the Buu arc was pretty decent. I can even though it was all over the place, it was still fairly decent. But that's where all the inconsistency started, when Toriyama lost when he stopped using his editors and stopped using people that really was actually making his work better. That's when it just started going downhill. But the Buu arc is still better than anything in Super, even though they didn't. That's where the inconsistency started, especially with Gohan's character. Because it was all up until the Cell saga, it was consistent. Everything was a build up. His unlocked potential, all that stuff was a build up, and he became the strongest Z fighter in the Cell arc. And I think they should have stuck with that. They could have written the story to where Gohan was still the strongest, no matter what. I don't understand how they could have had someone give Toriyama some ideas, but I don't think, like I said, I think he was being stubborn, didn't want new editors in there, or whatever the case may be. His writing, his character is just so inconsistent. One minute he wants to train, the next minute he's done with fighting. One minute he wants to train, next minute he's slacking off. One minute he's just a scholar, solely, completely a scholar. I don't even understand why they even wrote him in the story, why they even gave him powers. I don't know why they just didn't make him a human character that works with Bulma or something. It's crazy. You have this character that you have all this potential, and then you all of a sudden, and I see people, I've argued about this topic on Facebook, and they say, well, he doesn't like fighting, so I mean, how could you just, what do you expect? You're crazy. No, if it's a fictional story, you can write it however you want to write it. There's no excuse for this. There's no excuse for what they're doing with him. There is no excuse for how they're doing his character. It's just assassination. It's just abysmal. The way they did him in Resurrection F was just pure trash. How is he ultimate when he fought Beerus, and then all of a sudden he doesn't even know how to turn Super Saiyan? That's weird. The way they're doing him sucks. He went 7 years without training in the Buu arc, and for 20 Cell in the Buu arc, and he still knew how to go Super Saiyan 2. A year after Beerus shows up, all of a sudden he forgets how to even go Super Saiyan. He doesn't even have muscles anymore. He's a weak, skinny twig. After 1 year, Gohan fans should just give up. You just throw in the towel. You guys might as well just give up on this character, because there's no hope for him. They're not going to do him any justice. They're not going to do Vegeta any justice. They're not going to do these characters. They've turned all the characters into memes. Gohan is a meme. They've turned Gohan into Yamcha. They've turned Vegeta into Krillin. Vegeta's the new Krillin. Gohan is the new Yamcha. Hashtag. He is. I mean, he sucks. Gohan sucks. I mean, the way he was in the Cell arc was hardcore, but now he just sucks. We just got to come out and admit it. He sucks. Gohan sucks. Okay, he sucks. The way they're writing him, I don't blame the character. I blame the way they're writing him. The way they write this character is awful. It's just you can't get around it. It's terrible. It's trash. It's filthy. It's filthy, stinking writing, and you cannot get around it. You can't argue with it. Can't get around it. It's terrible. They completely wrote him out of the Goku Black arc. They don't even use him anymore. They don't even know what to do with this character. Back in the day, he was always on the scene when danger hit. Now he's out of the way. They treat him like as if he was. Even when he was a kid, he was on the battle scenes. But they don't even tell Gohan when stuff goes down. During the Black Arc, Goku Black Arc, they didn't even tell him what was going on. That's how much respect they did not have for him. They left him out of the arc. They left him out of Universe 6 arc. Come on, guys. They're not even using this character. They don't even know what to do with him. Because the Goku and Vegeta show. You got all these characters. You got all of these different characters. And don't use them. It's ridiculous. You're not using Gohan. Even when you hype him up, it still sucks. You hyped him up with the movie. The Beast Gohan is tragic. Tragic. They don't even know what to do. They should just, like I said, they need to just end this stuff. It needs to end. Because they're assassinating all these characters. They assassinated Frieza. They just took a dump on Frieza. The way I just decided I'm just not going to even because I was a Gohan fan. I've always had my hopes up for Gohan. I'm giving up on him. Some things you have to give up on. Some things you just have to give up hope. And only thing I have when it comes to Dragon Ball now is the fact that I can still roast it. The fact that I can talk about how trash it is compared to the amazing piece of work that it used to be. I'm going to keep talking about how bad it is. I'm going to keep talking about how trash it is. I'm going to keep telling you that it sucks and why. Because look how you want to know why Gohan sucks. Go watch the Cell arc and then go watch Resurrection F. Go watch the Frieza arc. He was better in the Frieza arc. He fought the main villain. He did better against Frieza as a child than he did against in this movie. He got one shot in the movie. He did better against Frieza as a kid. He stood a better chance as a child. As a 5-year-old kid. This is abysmal. Then at this age, I think he's like 23 or whatever. Who cares? He sucks. In his 20s, Daddy had to come save him. He couldn't even hold his own. And these are characters that have gone through all this training, all these power-ups. He couldn't even handle. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. If they were going to use him properly, they should have still at least gave him his ultimate form. That was a perfect opportunity to give Gohan a movie right there. Resurrection F should have been Vegeta's movie, actually. It should have been Vegeta's movie, honestly. Because Vegeta's been itching to take down Frieza. And I hate that. I mean, but anyway, I'm running on with Vegeta. I'm supposed to be talking about what they've done to Gohan. And it kind of, I've always had my hopes up for it, but I don't have my hopes up anymore. I'm washing my hands with this. I'm washing my hands. I'm going to assume from now on his character is going to suck. I'm going to assume that he's going to suck for the rest of however long they choose to do Dragon Ball. It's going to suck. It's never going to be any good. It's never going to get any better because they're not going to use his character. Even in Super Dragon Ball Heroes, Super Dragon Ball Heroes, it's fan service, and you still don't see this character a lot. I watched it. Even the first arcs, you don't know Gohan. I'm just trying to figure it out. Why even have this character? Why even build up his potential to not freaking use it? It's weird. If you're just gonna make him a scholar, just make him a scholar. Don't talk about his potential. Stop talking about how much potential he has. Stop hyping him up to be this amazing Saiyan warrior when he's not. He's clearly not a warrior. He clearly doesn't even like fighting. So why would you write him as a warrior? Why would you write him as a Saiyan? Why did he just be? Just be a complete human? They could have made it to where he was human. They could have made a character like that to where he was human. They could have made somewhere, give him a different name. You could use this character and make him human. Make him one of Bulma's assistants or something. It'd make him very interesting. Make him one of Bulma's researchers. Make him this crazy inventor. Because Bulma's been useful in the series for years, and she invents all this crazy stuff, all these different gadgets and different things that it helps. You could have made a similar character in Gohan that's probably like a genius type character. And not give him a lot of powers, not give him anything. He could have just not had any potential. They need to stop talking about all his potential if he's just not gonna fight. I'm just trying to get the writers some kind of incentive. If you're gonna hype him up to be a scholar, this scholar, he doesn't want to fight. We get it. So why at the same time do we hype up? It's just like, let's say, guys. Let's just say you tell this chick, let's say she likes you. You tell her, I'm not interested in being with you, but you still want to take her out on dates. You still want to buy her flowers. You still want to buy her roses. You still want to hang out together. You still want to take pictures and stuff together. You still want to do all the things couples do with her, but you're telling her you don't want a relationship. That's kind of crazy. It's weird. That's weird. It's weird. He has all this potential. But he doesn't want to fight. Oh, he's not a fighter. We're not going to write him to be a fighter. But he's going to have all this crazy potential. He's going to have all this stuff, and he's going to do all these things. He could be the strongest warrior ever lived, but he don't want to fight. Come on with that. Get that trash writing out of here. Get that garbage trash writing out of here. Just stop. Just stop with this. Just get it out of here. Get it out of my sight. This is filthy. This writing is terrible. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right, man. I don't understand, why didn't he have a perfect balance between a scholar and they did it everywhere else. Even in the fan mangas, they managed to do it. It's crazy. I'm not understanding this. Why can't you have a perfect balance? If he wants to be a scholar and a great warrior, why can't you he can be both easily? He can easily be both. It doesn't make sense. And like I said, I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's really ridiculous how they keep doing it. They're trying to explain it, and the explanation sucks. He doesn't like fighting. That's why he's weak. That's why he keeps lacking. Then stop talking about his potential. Just stop talking about it. Why didn't they just if they're using the Dragon Balls for everything else, why don't they just use the Dragon Balls to make him human? Just make him just pure human. They're gonna do this junk. They're gonna just do all the scholarly crap. Why did he use the Dragon Balls after the Cell game to make himself human again so he could be a scholar? That would make more sense than what the heck they're doing now. Give up all your Saiyan power. Just give it up. Just make himself human. That's what I mean. That might as well. If you're gonna do this, you're gonna give him all this power, and he doesn't want to use it. What's the point? I understand how things work in real life, but we're trying to explain it with real life. But this is anime fiction. You can write it how you want to write it. You can write it how you want to write it. It doesn't have to suck. You're choosing to make it suck. You're choosing to make it inconsistent. You're choosing to make it just crappy. You're choosing to take a dump on his character. I'm not understanding this. If you want, I'm not getting it. They should just focus on the next generation. They should just say Gohan. They should just age everybody up. They should make Gohan like an old man or something. If they're gonna do this, just age everybody up and just start with the next generation. If they're gonna do all this crap, because I'm not understanding why assassinate some characters to make other characters look good. You don't have to do that. You can make all of them look good. Like I said, they do it with the comic books. They do it with Justice League. They do it with X-Men. They do it with Marvel and DC. They do it all across the board with other comics. They do it with other animes. Even Yu Yu Hakusho, Kuwabara still looks like he's still hardcore. Even in some of his fights, that he's won some fights. With Vegeta, they don't even make Vegeta win anything. It's all Goku. Why don't they have tournaments and let it? If you stick with tournaments, you'll give everybody a chance to shine. Not the tournament of power garbage, but tournaments. They should go back to tournaments because they don't have any clue of what they're doing when it comes to writing villain arcs. They don't know what they're doing. Just stick to freaking tournaments. Because Gohan is just awful. The way they've written his character, he didn't even get a chance. The Goku Black, he couldn't even do anything in the Goku Black arc. He couldn't do anything. They didn't even have the respect to tell him what was going on. They left him out of the story. He's chosen a life of peace, so you just gotta really. I'm done with his character, man. I'm not even gonna have any hopes. The next time they hype him up, I'm not gonna get. I don't get excited anymore. I used to, but I don't get excited anymore. I'm just gonna roast it. Whoever gets excited about him, I'm just gonna roast him because I don't have any more hopes for him at all. I lost hope for him actually last year. I lost hope for him after the Tournament of Power. They hyped him up, made it seem like it was good, and had people on board, and had people all excited, just to let you down again. They did it in the Buu Saga. They did it in Tournament of Power. They did it in Resurrection F. They did it. They just keep doing it. I mean, I'm not understanding. I'm done. I don't get it. I don't have any more hype left in me for this character or for Vegeta. And yeah, I'm gonna do him next. So don't worry. I'm gonna do him next. Do not worry. T-Dubs Entertainment signing out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Peace.